Congratulations! Last week you created a Prezi video about assistive technology and submitted it as part of a job application. And guess what? You've got the job. So now we're going to start talking about using video instructionally. And Prezi Video certainly is an option. You can create slides in Prezi Video and record them and have instructional videos for your students. Some other options that give you some different tools to work with are called screencast videos, and the purpose of them are really so that you can showcase your screen. So I'm going to minimize my video so you still see me in the bottom right hand corner, but you also see my screen. And I'm going to have some tools that help me to illustrate what's going on. So in Canvas, I have an article that talks about creating a screencast the right way. So I'm going to have you go ahead and go to that article and read this first. How do we create a screencast the right way? It's going to start by giving you what are screencasts, what are the benefits, the main components that you want to have, and how to design them effectively. And there's a number of points. The first being you want to add interactivity into your videos. That means you might ask the students, at this point, I want you to stop the video and read this article. Pause the video, giving them the option to do that. And you'll see that there's a number of other things. Keeping your video short. Notice that the length they talk about is really short, a length of 15 to 60 seconds. That's really short. You're probably going to try to limit yours to 5 minutes, and you might have to make multiple videos in order to encapsulate all that you want to share. Often people will say, keep the time kind of proportional to the age and development of your students. The other thing I want you to focus in is giving your learners practice opportunities so that you make sure when you're creating your screencast video that you have built-in opportunities for them to practice what you're telling them to do. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you are going to select one of the tools below to create your screencast video. And I encourage you to challenge yourself, to stretch yourself out of your comfort zone and choose a tool that you haven't used before. I have links to each of these tools, the Common Sense Education rating, so that you can compare the ratings of these. Remember the pros, cons, the bottom line. What can I do with it instructionally, and is it good for learning? And you can take a look at those things and decide which tool you're going to use. The privacy rating helps us to keep in mind if we're going to use this with students, if we're going to have them creating screencast videos, what we need to be concerned about privacy. So for Screencast-O-Matic, Screencastify, and Loom, I have links to the Common Sense Education rating. Once you've done that, search for a tutorial. And remember, we want to keep those tutorials posted within the past year so that it contains the latest features and tools for that tool. And they are evolving very, very quickly, especially since the pandemic. Once you've used the tutorial to learn how to see if you can figure out how to incorporate tools such as highlighting or different options to draw the viewer's attention to the screen. Play with some of those and figure that out. What you're going to do for me then is you're going to, in the discussion post below, include the name of the tool and why you selected that tool. Put in a link to the tutorial that you found about that tool and share with all of us one tip or trick that you've learned about using that specific software. Then you're ready to move on to the next part of this project. So good luck, and I look forward to seeing the types of tools that you select.